Morning, everybody. First of all, big honor to be one more time on one of the best, if not best, clinic in the world, in Europe. We are very happy to be here to share our knowledge, to share our experience with you coaches, and to try to force people here to think about our job in a different way, to have some different ideas. That's why we came today. I came here with my friends, with my coaches, DMYTRO, BOLDAEV, and Bayazit. We are many years together. I will start with them, this lecture. So I believe, because we will talk today about the practice and the way of practicing, I have to say that as a coach, I'm very happy, and as a coach, I'm grateful to have assistants. But before that, friends, the coaches who are helping me for practice, coaches who are helping me and our team to be better, because I truly believe without good coaching staff, we cannot do anything. So it's not a job of one guy, it's not a job of head coach. This is a job of all of us together. And it's not just three of us. We have on every practice, I know that for the standards of NBA, this is very small number of people on the court, but for European standards, we have really good organization in our club. So on every practice, we have at least six coaches on every practice. We will show you why this is important for us. Also, what I have to add, why we go sometimes even with more coaches per practice. We are calling coaches, head coaches and their assistants from youth categories. So coach who is on a youth level, our young team, he's in obligation to come on every practice and to participate on our practices, also him with his assistants. So system of a first team, our senior team is very connected with the youth categories. We did this in last 2 years from time we are in Beşiktaş, and last year also our youth team, they were champions for the first time in the history of Beşiktaş. So if we are already talking about practices and the way of practicing, it's very important for me to tell you that we have every year 2 to 5, but mostly this is 2 players all the time from youth categories on our practices, but very, very often we go even with more. So, because we don't want to lose our time and we don't want to lose their time to explain them what black means in our system, what white means in our system, what is blue, what is elbow, C-side, horns, this and that. We don't want to lose their time. So every time when they come to our practice, they can start from the first to second immediately with our practices. We don't need to explain them anything. So around 80 to 90%, same system, same ideas, same colors, calls, and everything is with the youth categories. So we change our way of practicing a lot, comparing with the period, let's say back to 5 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't want even to talk about 7 or 8 years ago. So because of the number of the games and everything, we all needed to adjust for different type of practice. So we go like this. We spend, this is also very important, yeah, before we go with exactly a part of our practice. This is something that I took when I go 2 times on a summer league. I like it a lot, and I believe this is very important to be healthy as a coaching staff, to have a good environment, to have good chemistry and atmosphere between us coaches. Because if we don't have a good chemistry, how we can ask from players to have good chemistry? Also, my assistant coaches, they have a very important and big part of every practice. They have their own authority with the players, and this is something that we are building from the first day. So we are in our offices early in the morning. We have some time for us to work out a little bit for us, to share obligations for the practice. to talk what is our goal on that practice. We have some togethers meal there in the gym, and then we go with open gym. We call open gym. This is every day in a schedule. We tell them open gym is in that time, and that means between 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour. They have their own time with the coaches, with the physios, with the strength and physical coach, whatever they want in that hour. So on open court, they are not in obligation to be there. It's not mandatory, but it's good from them. So maybe in the first 2 weeks, they are not coming all of them on this open court. But after 2-3 weeks, everybody is there. So on that open court, we call this second dribble rule. That means when us coaches, when we hear that somebody hit the floor 2 times with the ball, we leave immediately everything in our offices, computers, jobs, whatever, and we are in obligation to go out and to dedicate some time to these players. In that, let's say, part of open court, we can do literally whatever they want. So sometimes they want to work a little bit on pull-ups from pick and roll. They ask coaches what is the main defense of our opponents, and they want to go something through that. If it's guard shooting, if it's shooters, they want to go through our sets for some shots. Some of them, they just want spot ups. Some of them, they want to work a little bit on back technique. Also, we have this situation when bigs are asking what kind of defense they play on low post. Are they trapping, not one-on-one? And we go through that open court, through all these situations with the coaches. After open court, we have meeting. Even with the 2 games per week, we share our meetings on 3 parts. And we try to be very short with these meetings. I mean short, I'm not sure that this is short for everybody, but first meeting is not longer than 35 minutes, and we try to be even 30 minutes. Most of the time this is just the offense of our opponents. Second meeting is defense, and just a couple of individuals we are showing, because we just want to give them idea already on a second meeting what are our priorities, and who is the let's say main players that we want to kill defensively, to try. And the third part, this is mostly on a game day. This is in part with the individuals, and very shortly, but with very specific things, we go on a game day. I have to add that if you have a time, I push every time. I push this after every game. We go for auto scouting. So after every game, we go for auto scouting. Even in preparation period, we know to record even practices, and we cut practices. So we want to show them something, and that showed me a lot. That give me a lot, because many times that auto scouting from practice or from game, it was better than 15 or 20 practices. So after that meeting, strength and physical coach has his own part, of course, which depends of what he has that day. Can be sometimes even 50 or more minutes. In preparation period, of course, this is even longer. But I never see him less than 30 to 35 minutes in lifting room or something on the court. After that, we have our own part, and this is what we are doing on a court totally different and completely separated from open court. So what they work on open court, this is not our part. We are there just as a service of the players to help them to feel a little bit better for the next opponents. But on a part, what we have on the court, this is absolutely not connected with the first part. This is something different. Why I'm saying this? Because you will see that we have, even on our main part of practice, we have things like a 2-on-0, 3-on-0 on a half court, when we pay a lot attention on these details, spacing offensively. So we have some calculations that from time that we started these kind of things, 2-on-0, 3-on-0, which we will show everything, That thing gave us a lot. We really improve our statistic, some numbers and facts. And people, most of the time, they think whatever they see on a game, it's just, just happened. This is something accidentally. Absolutely not. We really work and pay attention too much on this. So just before we go with the clips, what is our idea today? We want to go through some clips to show you on a clips what we will work and why we have this on a clips, why we have this on a court. And then we will show drills. Actually, we will try to show you one practice in Beşiktaş week. But before we go with the video, just to mention a couple of these numbers and why this part 2-on-0, 3-on-0 and a half court is very important for us. In this season, we were first in 3-point made with the 10.7. I know this is not some, let's say, great numbers for your standards, gentlemen, but we were first with the 3-point made 10.7. Tied best in 3-point percentages with the 38%. Third best in assist per game, we had 20.5. What is very important for us, we were best with the lowest number of turnovers. We had 10.8, and if you consider that we play very fast, in my opinion, we play very fast basketball this year, this is very, very important number. So last in turnovers, 10.8. We could do it better with the number of possessions. We were fourth in the league with the numbers of possessions, so we can improve this more. And we will show you also what we want to improve for the next year in our system, what we want to go for more. So we will go with the clips just to show you what we want to go. So first part is individual technique on pick and roll, offense pick and roll. What that means, we have, can you stop? Yeah, just stop for a second. Can you go back for a second? Thank you. Okay, so we already have against who we play. We already watch some games. Coaches, they do their job great, so they already have everything about them. And from the first practice in that week, so when I say first practice, that means as soon as we finish with the opponent and we start already with the next one, first practice it's already something connected with the opponent. So whatever we do on the next practice, it's connected with the opponent. So when you see this individual technique on pick and roll offense 2-on-0, it's already something about opponents. So we already know that this opponent hedged more than others, or he played flat more, or he was much more aggressive in pack line. So this is something that we already know about him, and that's why we put this on the court already. You will see also after this attacking defensive system in 3-on-0, and 3-on-0 parts from our sets, because if we see also that some opponent has a problem in defense on off screens, we like to run our sets with 2 or 3 people. But what is very important for us and our system, whatever we do, 2-on-0, 3-on-0, whatever we do, we like to include 2 basketballs. We don't like to play or to run anything with the 1 basketball. We like to have at least 2, or even in some cases when we are working 3-on-0, we have even 3 basketballs. That's why that's why it's very important to have more coaches included on a practice. So can we start with the clips? We will just show you why we are paying attention so much on this. So let's say that we had a drop hedge switch. We work on this. Let's say this is stop. Just a second. So this is drop on defensively, and what we want. So always on these parts, we are telling them that the quality screen, good screen, is the main and most important thing on drop defense, right? Second thing is aggressiveness with the ball. So I'm just telling my opinion. You guys, of course, you have rights on your opinion. I'm just saying that we want to put them from the very first day, even in a preparation period, that we want to tell them how we want to attack this or that kind of defense. So if it's drop, we are forcing them to be very aggressive with the ball. We want them to go inside of perimeter, And if somebody is testing their shot with the back pedaling, we are forcing to shoot that ball. So if somebody comes here, okay, we have some numbers that worst shot is pull-up shot for too long two. This is like a worst numbers. I think that even this shot almost died in basketball, so very few taking this, but this is what we are forcing, to go inside aggressively if he has a shot to go for pull-up, but good and quality screen is very first important thing for us. After that, quick roll to pull rotation on himself, or it's better to say to give this big guy chance to make mistake. So he needs to choose. He will go for the ball or he will stay with him. Without aggressiveness and sharpness, ball handler, we don't have this. So first of all, he needs to be aggressive to go inside. If not, there is no chance that we can be sharp. So you will see just a couple of clips on drop, and then coaches will already start with the 2-on-0. Okay, this is slip with the guard, then this is drop, this is stop. So we have a guy who most of the time, Berkurlu, he had most of the time drop defense on him. So we are pushing him to go aggressively inside and to take this momentum of big guy when he needs to decide to go on a ball handler or to go with the big play. Okay, so before you guys go with, I will just tell you can put them and you can start. So before they go now, this part 2-on-0. Hey, I can hear you. So, I mean, all of us we can hear each other. So before they go with this part, so coaches. We will just give example what we are doing. Also, you can adjust your practice, your way of practicing different. We just give idea what we do and we pay attention a lot. So this part, 2-on-0, 3-on-0, in our system, every practice of 15 to 20 minutes, every part. Let's go, coaches. Aimo, let's go.
I will be here.
Aimo.
You will be down, you will hit me. I will try to hit you. I will be on defense.
Second ball if I can have. Second ball. You will be on top of key. Yep. You just reject, you will get me on the ball. On elbow extension, you will be here down low. Reject, level up. He's coming for the screen.
You can?
We need good screen and attacking free throw line. No, do not lose it. One dribble aside, you hit him. He finishes. After that, you come back for the ball, handoff, jab on opposite side, take the screen as close as possible, shoulder to shoulder. You attack free throw line, you take your pull-up shot.
Let's go with the second two, and to make a little bit. So what we also like to do, to force, because as you can see on a video, we always have something happening on one side and we swing the ball on the other side. This is also what we like, never two actions on the same side. Never two actions on the same side. We like to change side to side, to shake a little bit, help side to ball side to help side, if it's possible, even 2 or 3 times per one offense. So because we like these dynamic things, that's why we always include 2 or 3 balls even on 2-0. This is what we are doing here on this basket. In the same time on other basket, other pairs also there. So we go very dynamic this part on both baskets. Can we go just like second two, another 2, and to make dynamic?
The next one, to prepare next one, you prepare to go.
Free throw line.
Just bring the ball. The next
up. Ball.
Prepare.
Go attack.
Okay, guys, of course you will go with all these details with your players. we always insist to reject every time on a screen, because every time we want a guy to be in a level of screen if it's drop defense. Never higher, never below that spot, but every time we want to pull him a little bit inside, because in a moment of the screen to have already open shot. So there is different defenses that we like a coach said already on his lecture, that he wants to pull guys on a 4-point line to play something and to create a little bit higher. I totally agree with this. On drop defense, we like to be as much as possible on 3-point